In the Chair at Matador is hosted by the Russell Devillier and sponsored by Matador Men's Grooming. www.matadorgrooming.com.
Welcome to In the Chair at Matador with your host, the Russell Devillier. We're a new video podcast where we're going to bring you inside look at clients as they receive a variety of services here at Matador Men's Grooming's fabulous La Cantera location. This video podcast gold sponsor is Matador Men's Grooming with 12 area locations in your greater San Antonio area. That's www.matadorgrooming.com. This episode is called Welcome Home, Roscoe. It's our very first episode, so make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and get the notifications so you'll get updated on upcoming episodes. So this very first episode called Welcome Home, Roscoe, I'm going to talk about my last 10 years in the barber industry and how I migrated from one part of the industry into being able to do full barber services here at Matador Men's Grooming. And when we talk about the content of the channel, we're going to be talking about full service barbering and what it means to get a full service. It's not just a haircut anymore. So sometimes you have to separate the haircut from the service. Some guys prefer just a haircut, and some men today prefer that full service barber experience. So that's going to be the main content of the channel. We're also going to make sure that you hit that like, subscribe button and hit those notifications. We'll be right back with the episode. This video podcast will be broken up into several sections and segments. We're going to have an interview section where we'll do a segment called Shout Out, where you'll be able to thank people that inspire you. We'll also have water to wine, because at Matador, you're offered 2 complimentary drinks before, during, or after your service. And we want to know what type of beverage you like to have. And this segment, again, is being sponsored by Matador Men's Grooming, our gold sponsor, www.matadorgrooming.com. Since this is about Welcome Home, Roscoe, I'll tell you a little bit about myself, give you the bio. I'm Russell Devillier. I was born in Anchorage, Alaska. Parents were in the military. I'm 58 years old. I got 3 kids, 25, 24, and 6 decades. And I've been in the industry almost 3 decades. I've been doing this full-time 10 years straight. So shout out. Well, that's part of the segment. We're going to do a shout out. I want to give a shout out to all those people who inspired me to do this podcast, show you how the podcast flows. We want to get you to view the inside the chair look. We'll be right back with the next segment. All right, and we're back. And this next section, the haircut section, we're going to give you an example of how the segment would go. So tell us a little bit about yourself. Where you from, where you were born at, where you live now?
I'm from Comfort, Texas. I was born in Fredericksburg, Texas, and now I currently live in Comfort still. I'm a welder.
You're a welder?
Yes, sir.
So tell us about the haircut. What do you want to do today?
Well, yeah, a mid-drop fade with the edge up in the front.
That's considered a Matador Especial. With this Especial, you'll also get included with this service. You'll get a neck shave. You'll get a shampoo with scalp manipulation. You'll also get massage therapy, and you'll get a style. Now, when we're going to pay a few bills, we'll get back to you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do what we came to do, and that's to give you an inside view. And if you're just sitting at home, kick back, relax, get a cup of coffee or 2. And if you're just listening, we'll walk you through. We got that 0 drop fade on the X-Men coming in as we get that guideline together, and we'll establish the fact that we'll go from each side of the temple area and work our way into the back with that 0 gapped. And just walking you through the last 10 years of my experience in the industry. My first 4 years, I worked in the urban shop environment where you basically were responsible for your own individual branding. Everything was booth rental. It was self-prescribed that you were going to come to work, so you had your own schedule. And the haircuts were bald fades, taper fades, shadow fades, designs with the razor edge up. That was considered full service. And then I spent 6 years in the corporate sales industry with the corporate salons, franchise branding. Basically, you were being paid by the hourly. You had a set schedule, and I really mastered learning how to do layered cuts, blunt cuts, bobs, pixies. I also got an opportunity to work in management and as an efficiency trainer. So one thing I have learned over those last 6 years is I ascribe to the fact that it's very important to be consistent. So, and adaptability is very important as well. So some of the things I picked up over my last 10 years, as you see us work that zero line out on each side as we work our way into the drop fade. Notice the curvature that is starting to be produced with the weight line as we work our way into the top. We do want to give credit to all those who I was able to learn from by just watching, asking questions, making sure that I was learning to be consistent. This is how I got into full service. About a year ago, I took a part-time job at a barber college here in the local San Antonio area. And that experience really opened my eyes to a lot of things in the industry that were transitioning back to full-service barbering. So I learned more as an instructor than I taught. But that experience really just got my juices flowing to want to do full service again. So I took an opportunity when it arises. I want to thank those at Matador Men's Grooming for giving me that opportunity and also living up to the promises that they ascribed to. That financially what they were offering when it came to commission outweighed anything that I had been doing over the last 6 years hourly. So it was an opportunity to be inspired and to do full service barbering, and it was also an opportunity to get paid. That's my story. And this was highlighted by Wall. We highlighted the Legend clippers and that high visibility blade trimmers, and we used the detail for our hard knitting work. It's called Fact or Fiction. And in this segment, we ask you a question from barber history and folklore. So today's Fact or Fiction, we want to ask you about a guy named Ticinius Mena. When did barbers first become a common fixture in Roman society? A, during the reign of Julius Caesar as part of his efforts to improve public hygiene. B, around 296 before or following the introduction of shaving. Or C, centuries before the founding of Rome, as evidenced by archaeological findings of ancient grooming tools. Well, centuries before the founding of Rome, while some form of grooming likely existed, the professionalized role of tonsure and the widespread popularity of shaving as a fashion trend came later. During the reign of Julius Caesar, while Caesar certainly cared about public image, barbers were established well before his time. Shaving was introduced to Rome in 296 BC by Ticinius Mena, and barbers or tonsures followed soon after. As shaving became fashionable and created demand for their services. So while there were likely people who performed some basic grooming before, the formal profession of barber with the specialized tools and shops arose because of the introduction of shaving. So drop fade. That's our Matador Especial with the Conquistador Cleanup. We'll be back with our next segment, which will include a neck shave, shampoo with scalp manipulation, and massage therapy and a style. We'll be right back after we pay a few bills. All right, and we're back. In this next segment, we'll take an inside view into the chair as you receive the full-service barber treatment here at Matador Men's Grooming's fabulous La Cantera location. And the full service will include a neck shave, a shampoo with scalp manipulation, a massage therapy on the head, neck, and shoulders, and a style if you so choose. So while we do that service and while you view it, we'll be talking about tips for beginning barbers. And we're going to move into the next part of our service. We're going to do the shampoo with scalp manipulation. First, we're going to come with a hot towel, heavy, warm, comfortable, and relaxed. You see that steam. And X-Man has chose lavender. So we'll use the aromatherapy and apply the lavender. And we'll saturate the hair. We're going to make sure we use that 4-count rhythm, heavy, warm, comfortable, and relaxed. Today we'll be using the Ref Intense Hydration Shampoo and Conditioner. Make sure to continue to use that 4-count rhythm, heavy, warm, comfortable, and relaxed. As you feel and hear the sound of the ocean, heavy, warm, comfortable, and relaxed, and you're heavy, you're warm, you're comfortable, and relaxed. And we're going to move out of the shampoo, go into that massage therapy to make sure our customer is comfortable and dry. And we'll start in the temporal muscle, still using that 4-count rhythm, go down into the sternocleidomastoid muscle and into the trapezoids. My 3 tips for beginning barbers are good customer service. Number 1, make sure you greet your client and always treat them with respect, learn their name. Number 2, always get the consultation and the haircut full-service barber experience at least 90% correct. And tip number 3, always thank your client because they could go anywhere for the full-service barber experience. So we want to thank them, invite them back, and try to set up another appointment. And we're back, giving you that inside look as we finish up the cut with the drop fade. Now we're going into the blow dry and style. And we're doing some last minute trim work just to make sure that edge front is popping, so that edge up is straight as we go into this last segment. Thanks for tuning back in to our last segment. This last segment is called The Customer is Always Right, where we want to give the customer the opportunity to express how they feel about the full Matador experience here at the fabulous La Cantera location. We got a drop fade, considered a Matador Especial, with a Conquistador Cleanup, which included a neck shave, shampoo, scalp manipulation, aromatherapy, massage therapy, and a style. We're at Matador Men's Grooming. Make sure you tune in to our next episode of In the Chair. Hit that like and subscribe button. Make sure you tune in. You got anything to say about the experience?
Yeah, it was great.
All right. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time on In the Chair with your host, the Russell Devillier at Matador Men's Grooming. Come get it.